Good afternoon. This is Peter Towers from ESS Small Business. Welcome to this webinar on improving debtors management. I'm joined today by the CEO of IODM, Damian, who's going to be our keynote speaker in this webinar. How are you, Damian?
Good, thank you, Peter. Thank you for having me.
That's very good, and you're very welcome. And I really trust that small business people will get a fair bit of information out of this webinar this afternoon. So let's just look at effective debtors management is vital for small businesses. Debtors days outstanding, according to Dun & Bradstreet, is around 52 days. But that's the average figure. There's a lot of businesses that got debtors days outstanding of 70, 80, 90 days. And the purpose of this webinar today is to introduce you to IODM's product, which will show you how you can improve your debtors management. The reduction in debtors days outstanding can save businesses a lot of money. I did a webinar seminar presentation last week in Sydney, and I'd done a calculation that on a $2 million credit sales per annum, the tie-up in debtors is $5,395 per day. So if you can improve your debtors days outstanding by 10 days, that's going to improve your cash flow by around $54,000. The IODM system that we're going to discuss today will also have the considerable impact of saving management time when it comes to managing your debtors. So it's with great pleasure that I introduce you to Damian from IODM, and as soon as we can switch the presenters across, Damian will be able to talk to you and show you what a wonderful product IODM has developed. There you are, Damian. It's over to you. Thanks.
Thanks, Peter. I just got to click a button that shows my screen. I hope you can all see my screen there.
Yeah, we can see that now. Yeah.
Marvellous. It's a new value-add service for ESS Biz Tool and ESS Small Business. Now, the first thing we like to do of small businesses are too busy working in the business and not on the business. So what happens is when it comes to debtor management, it's the last thing they think of, and this picture probably sums it up. Everyone sticks their head in the sand. And you, being an unhappy person, so like our friend here on the left, very frustrated about debtor management and collecting your cash. As Peter mentioned before, national payment terms are at 53 days. Two-thirds of business are taking longer to pay their debts. And the most interesting thing is 61 to 90 days has risen, and 90 days plus has also risen by 15%. So it is becoming an epidemic out there. You might look at your debtors portfolio at the moment and think it's not me. If you have anything sitting in your debtors portfolio, it doesn't mean it's a delinquent debt. It's any debt that's 7 days old up to 200 days old. It does become an issue that you should address. Again, addressing the business problem, the stats are quite compelling. 76% of businesses, that's $1.5 million of businesses, are paid late. And it's a time waster. It's 18 million hours a year is wasted on chasing what's already your money. And just to put some more stats behind it, $6 billion in bad debts are farmed out every year, and that is a 5% growth. With the current economic standing and the GFC, things are going to get worse before they get better. So the old saying, cash is king, is very important at this stage. We had a survey earlier this year, and we asked a cross-section of business what they're doing about combating their bill payers. So what do you do to get paid? 62% replied not much. And again, it's due to resources. To manage your debtors portfolio, your account receivable, it's a time-consuming exercise, and it's time that no one has. 81% will prefer an easy and quick way to do this via automation, and that's what our system supplies. It rolls in 5 working days into 10 minutes of work a week. So what it starts to do is it starts to save you time. You can relocate resources to working on the business and not in the business, and it's communicating with your debtors, not some of your debtors, but all of your debtors on a regular basis. And just to finish up with the problem, what are the experts saying? Now, Mark Boris, even though it's an old quote from 2012, we still like using it because he sums up hire someone to chase the invoices and get back to working on your business. You know, you shouldn't be worrying about day-to-day transactions. You should be worrying about the big picture. And again, Dun & Bradstreet and the SME Association, they all confirm, you know, getting your money in quicker is the best way, is good business practice. A very lucid point that Peter brought up earlier today in this webinar was that each day you don't get the money in your bank, your dollar is losing value. So, you know, for a $5,000 invoice, every day that doesn't come in, that 5,000 becomes 4,900, 4,800. So your dollar is depreciating. So the way to preserve that is to get onto it very quickly and get your money in the bank as quick as possible. So get to the root of the evil before it becomes an issue. Now this simple slide pretty much sums it up. Everyday business, the main thing is everyone goes out and tries to sell. Once they sell, they raise an invoice. Once they raise an invoice, they wait for the money to come in the bank. Once the money's in the bank, they can pay their bills, construct their P&Ls, their balance sheet, and do their BAS compliance. So IODM, or getting your money from the minute it's invoiced to the minute in the bank, is the missing link. So again, by using IODM, that missing link disappears, and it automates and streamlines your whole business cycle as well. So how do we go from having you as an angry man that you saw before to a couple of happy people with smiles on their faces? What is the system and how does it work? Well, let's show you how. This flowchart pretty much explains it the best way. We've got my mouse over here. The system has APIs with Xero, MYOB, Intuit, and other popular software products. If you're not cloud-based, we also work with desktop products via CSV, File, or Excel. You log onto our engine room, and you simply click the upload button and you select which software you use. Once you've done that, it brings all your debtors or all the invoices into the engine room. So what's happened in the past is you're only selecting who you want to chase due to being poor in time. Now the system doesn't discriminate. It brings all the invoices over and it generates a first reminder letter. Now that reminder letter can be sent out via snail mail, which we pretty much do not recommend, but you can if you like, or it can email the reminder letter with an SMS. So what happens is the person sitting there, they might be out of their office, their phone goes beep beep, there's an SMS saying they owe you some money. They get back to their desk and there's an email with a reminder letter attached. So now you can get to all your clients, not just the select few that you want to chase. But the beauty of the system is in 7 days' time, it comes back and it reminds you, hey Peter, you contacted these 100, 200 debtors last week, have any of them paid? Again, you log on to MYOB or Xero, you just do an upload and that brings in anyone who's paid, so it brings in all the receipts. You receipt it in our system by clicking one button. Whatever's left over, it'll send a second reminder letter. So now what's happened is what normally takes you 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks to chase half your debtors portfolio, within 14 days you've contacted everyone and you've given them a second reminder letter as well. 7 days after that, the system does the same. So you keep repeating the process. But now what happens is it's week 3. The system goes back, it brings in who's paid. Whoever hasn't paid, the system will send out a nice, gentle reminder letter, but it's a debt collection letter now. So it's escalating the process. So far you've sent 2 nice soft reminder letters with your logo on it. Now you're sending a debt collection letter out. And the debt collection is not tailored to scare or offend the customer. If they give them a little nudge to say, hey, we've contacted you, you're not paying, could you please pay? Again, with an SMS. And 7 days after that, a 4th letter goes out, or a communication goes out with a debt collection letter. So now within 28 days, you've sent out 2 nice soft reminder letters, 2 soft debt collection letters, and we find about 73% of people would have paid by the time it's letter number 3, which is the first debt collection letter. Now, unfortunately, you do have your delinquent ones who still do not pay. The system comes back now and asks you, you've sent out 2 reminders, 2 debt collection letters, would you like to send this straight to the debt collection company now to take action? The system doesn't proceed to the next step. It's all compliance driven until you hit the go button. So each step of the way, you're still hitting the go button. Along the way, within the engine room, you can write notes in the system, you can change dates, change escalations, and manage it quite comfortably yourself. What are our findings? A current seminar revealed the following. The biggest problem is getting paid. Staying top of the paperwork and debtors. No system and procedure in place. Xero has helped streamline bookwork, but again, Xero can't answer all your prayers in all different aspects of business. Chasing debtors is time-consuming, strains cash flow and relationships. Statistically, it takes hours, days to work out the debtors. IODM, as you see, that nice little process, takes minutes. So, for example, if you're to chase 100 invoices, from the minute you log onto our system, click the Xero or MYOB or Intuit button, bring your debtors over and hit the Go button, it takes 3 minutes 27 seconds. So if we save 5 to 10 minutes to manage 100 of your debtors, that's saving you a lot of time and angst. Benefits of the system, which is quite simple, it speeds up your cash flow. Like I said, our statistics show 70 to 74% of people pay within 21 days or have communicated within 21 days. So if you can imagine, as Peter said, you've got a $2 million debtor portfolio, and that's costing you roughly $5,000 not to get that in. You know, within 21 days, you can tie up your cash flow and have money in your bank, not in your balance sheet. Money in the balance sheet doesn't help pay the bills. It tightens up paperwork. It introduces a system procedure in place. It helps you better manage your debtors. And for the simple reason, you don't have to go back to the old school of having a receivables ledger, writing notes all over it and referring to the last week's notes. The system does it all for you. It is very much a set and forget system. The system won't move to the next level until you hit the Go button, but it remembers what the next action is to be, and it knows what your last time action is. It's real-time positioning, so you don't have to wait 24 hours for the system to click over. It's cloud-based. You can jump on any time you like, and it gives you real-time follow-ups. Well, every 7 days, it gives you the automatic follow-up. Cloud-based. It does improve the accounting cycle and workflow. The beauty of the whole system is it takes minutes, not hours, to manage the system. Debt management is probably the worst part of business everyone hates. So we've designed the system for you to get in, get out, and get paid. You don't want to be hanging around all day just chasing debtors and getting the runaround. That's it. Nice, short, sharp, and sweet. The next steps are to go to the ESS Biz Tools or Small Business website, follow the links, and register to IODM. Thank you very much for your time, and hope it's been a benefit. I do hope you use the system and you get some great results. Thank you.
Thanks, Damian. I'll just take the system back here, and we'll just continue on. So you can see there that there are significant benefits from utilising IODM. We've negotiated on behalf of the visitors and users of ESS Small Business some special arrangements with IODM. You will save approximately 17% of the standardised costs if you utilise the offering that IODM has made on ESS Small Business. To do that, all you need to do is to visit the esssmallbusiness.com.au website and click on Business Partners and then click on IODM, and all will be revealed to you. We've got some upcoming webinars or other webinars in the series, because I know some of you will be viewing this webinar sometime after the webinar was actually recorded. So that, just to give you an idea of the other webinars that are in this series. We've got Leadership with Peter McDougall on Tuesday the 20th of October, and also Loans for SMEs on Tuesday the 20th of October. That's a big afternoon. And on Wednesday the 28th of October, we got Insurance for SMEs presented by Darren Milne and Luke Eagle from Milne Alexander. So ESS Small Business supplies free and paid articles on a wide range of business concepts to help you, and you can find all of this at the ESS Small Business website. So that's the summary of this webinar today. Thank you very much for your participation. Thank you, Damian.
You're welcome, Peter. Thank you.
And we wish that all of our viewers have a happy day and happy days with collecting your debtors. Goodbye.